Anthony Richardson, phenom for the Indianapolis Colts, will be undergoing season-ending shoulder surgery after an AC sprain happened 2 weeks ago in the middle of a home game against the
Titans?
Texans? Yikes.
It was the Titans.
We should know.
It was one of those.
It was the Titans. It was Vrabel's Titans. He goes down immediately on the field and starts tapping his shoulder. He walks off. We all fear the absolute worst. Then we hear it's a sprain as opposed to a collarbone or anything else like that. And then as the days have rolled on, what I'm being told is behind the scenes, not only was Anthony Richardson involved, but there was numerous doctors and trainers and physical therapists that kind of looked at his shoulder, looked at the scope of it all. And Jim Irsay's quote about it was pretty much that all roads have led to thinking about not only the now, but the future for Anthony Richardson. And they've made the incredibly difficult decision to undergo the shoulder surgery, which is ending his rookie season. Now, D-Butt, we are devastated for Anthony Richardson. We are devastated for the Indianapolis Colts and the Colts fans because when he was on the field, it was awesome. Mm-hmm. He had no idea what was going to happen. Even if a play went for 0 yards, whenever he was lined up under center or in shotgun, it was like, something could happen on this particular play. He showcased the fact that he can put balls into buckets. He showcased the fact that he can run guys over, shake guys. He was making accurate reads. Was he perfect? No. But when he was on the field, there was a glimpse of hope, a Super Bowl dreams for all Colts fans. And I assume Anthony Richardson felt that as well. What I've been told is he's devastated that this is the case, that his season is ending. But the big thing about Anthony, whenever he was drafted, is hasn't played a lot of ball. And now here we are going into week 7. Yep. He's not going to be playing ball for the rest of the year. When does he get a chance to catch up on these football reps? And how do they manage to not have this happen next year or the year afterwards? And this just becomes a big wash. I'm bummed, but I'm very, very, very worried about how this Anthony Richardson era is going to go here in Indy.
Yeah, we talked about it. You know, to start your career like this, it sucks. And bummed for him. Bummed for the team, you know, obviously the other players, because, you know, when you have a dynamic player like that at quarterback where anything can happen when you play like a Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, like a Cam Newton, like in any point.
Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes, of course. At any point in time, they can make a spectacular play with their arm or their leg. So for him to be out, it really, really sucked. And it's like, man, you start to think, like, is there really like a curse or something on our team?
Dude,
Like,
I mean, you start
what's
running
going on,
through.
man?
Yeah.
I mean, Phil Rivers, we shot out, got us to the playoffs, but he literally couldn't move.
No,
he couldn't move.
Ankle weights.
And then you got Carson Wentz comes in over there, and that was a disaster. And then Matt Ryan comes in and
disaster.
Yeah, completely.
I don't even know if disaster is the right word. Like worse than disaster. Like I don't even know.
Well, beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, but like. I agree. We didn't go completely defeated with him as we're close.
Yeah.
I mean, we're very close, and he didn't even finish the season. He ended up just getting benched, healthy scratch. Like, hey,
That was the same year we brought Jeff Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
Hired Jeff Saturday at one point,
that.
fired a coach. We had players gambling on the Colts, against the Colts in the building. People late for me. I mean, yeah, there's a chance the curses happen. And I hope you're happy in Detroit. Hope you guys are living a high life up there, the brand new Lions, and everything's going good.
I know what the curse is, Pat.
What is it, pal?
You guys cut Peyton Manning. That's the curse for sure.
Yeah, huge chance.
Everything has
that's
gone downhill since you cut Peyton Manning.
Literally the year after we cut Peyton Manning, we end up in the AFC Championship with a rookie quarterback named Andrew Luck. Now, after that.
Yeah, after that one.
Deflategate, potentially.
That kind of adds to it because I feel like the football gods, they are a vengeful bunch. They say, hey, let's give them the next one after they cut that one.
But then Deflategate happens.
And let's build him up, and then let's just have him retire out of fucking Jesus.
Golly.
That's true.
Loose leg.
You're disgusting.
We didn't even make
24 minutes.
This isn't 1/6 of the way in. We're not even a sixth of the way into this thing.
My first one.
Oh,
You're a pig, dude.
He is.
Okay, we're talking
Good
about
Lord.
curses, too, and you're going to curse word all over this place. I can't have it. Maybe that just double cursed, jinxed the whole thing, flipped it back to your. But you're right. There are football gods. We believe in them here. Now, there's people watching this show that are going to say, these doofuses are talking about an invisible being. It's like, well, I can't wait to hear all the things you believe in your life, but I do believe karma and football gods exist. I think they punish some teams for a long period of time to let them know you can't do that in football in this beautiful sport. It It happened to Detroit, and then Peyton Manning and Jeff Daniels swam in their piss, drank whiskey in the stadium, reversed the curse from them taking money from Calvin Johnson and Barry Sanders whenever they both decided to retire. Now look at the brand new Lions. I'm not saying we are at a stage now where we need to be drinking our own piss and having whiskey in a bathtub in Lucas Oil Stadium, but it won't hurt. Honestly, it has been a tough team to root for. It has been a tough team to be a fan of. And then going into this season, you think about the Jonathan Taylor situation that kind of unfolded. It's like we just had the 4th pick in the draft. Now our best players like, get me the hell out of here or pay me a bunch of money, even though running backs aren't getting it. And I'm coming off my worst season where I was injured. It's like just one thing after another. And Grover Stewart, one of our best defensive linemen, he's now suspended for 6 games because of PED.
He's been unbelievable.
Can't do that.
Jeez.
Can't do it.
It's brutal.
It is brutal.
Yeah, it's terrible.
And listen, in comparison to things happening in the world, no problemo.
Of course.
If I was Marianne Doe, if I was Marianne Doe, I don't know how I'd be able to wake up this morning with everything that's happened to the Indianapolis Colts. I didn't hear what you just said there, but I do know that it has been difficult to be a Colts fan. Something we missed?
I just said we even bring up Takate. Like he's
It's Takate as well.
That could be the worst part.
I mean, you can also look back when this curse started because you're mentioning what the football gods love. Football gods love more than anything the history of the game.
Yeah.
And the Colts, unfortunately, painted over most of their history and decided to eliminate it from Indianapolis. Not
That
just
is
the
true.
books.
As soon as the new regime came in, that our coach, the people's coach, Chuck Pagano, was a part of, they decided just to paint over all the walls inside the building that had all the history of the Colts on it. That was awesome. I see all my friends just get a gray, basic-ass realtor gray paint right over their face. Oh, Peyton Manning was here just like painted on with like a great moral, just yesterday. Not anymore.
See you, Peyton.
Edge, Unitas.
Don't need them.
Dwight Freeney. See you later, everybody. Yep, just painted right over to that basic-ass gray that they had on the wall. And that was something where I was baffled. I'm like, what are we? Oh, brand new team. Okay, we're not the Colts anymore.
Yep.
All right, we're brand new. We're the Indianapolis Grigsons. Got it.
Exactly.
Here we
Makes
go.
sense.
Now, I will say, to that man's credit, he did bring Darius J. Butler into the building and brought many of other people.
Slow down, D.
Hey.
Hey, that is
Slow
true.
down.
They did bring him in, which I appreciate as well. But that whole thing might be the reasoning why. And all we hope for is Anthony Richardson for you to get healthy. Now, Gardner Minshew is coming off his worst game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's coming off his absolute worst game as a professional football player. But now he knows it's his team for the rest of the season. Now Shane Steichen knows this is the quarterback that I have. Everybody remembers what Shane did with Jalen Hurts, obviously.
Sure.
Because they went to a Super Bowl. It's the most success he had. He's done other offenses in the past. He'll be able to cook one up for Gardner Minshew. We don't have a lot of weapons. Michael Pittman Jr. is certainly a dog. What's that? Go ahead, Ty.
Well, I was just going to say that is the biggest issue is I think that someone mentioned on Overreaction Monday where it's like, hey, we kind of knew this was going to happen with Anthony Richardson when it came out. It's like, hey, he probably is going to have season-ending surgery, but now the Colts are in no man's land, because I think Steichen is a good enough coach where they probably are going to win 6 to 7 games, and they're going to miss out on being able to get one of those top-end weapons that they definitely covet and need. So it stinks. And to your point about Gardner, this is his team now, but everyone else preparing for the Colts knows it's his team as well. He's very, very effective when it's like, oh shit, Minshew's coming in the second quarter. Watch this guy. I mean,
what's your deal?
Well, I'm just saying he's an all-star relief pitcher. But when you slide that guy into the starting role, he gives up 4 home runs in the first inning, and it's like, man, we got to get this guy back in the bullpen.
We don't know if that's true just yet. We haven't seen a big enough sample size, but I will say it did feel as if Jacksonville knew everything that Gardner Minshew was going to do and how he was going to go about doing it. But they got a whole nother week.